What's the coldest thing your sibling ever did to you? The night my sister Emma destroyed my life started with a phone call I should never have answered. I was 25, finally getting my act together after years of struggling with addiction. 6 months clean, steady job, and a girlfriend who believed in me despite my past. Emma called crying at 2 a.m., saying she'd crashed her car while drunk and needed help before the police found her. She begged me to come switch places with her because she'd lose her medical license if she got a DUI, while I had nothing to lose. I'd spent my whole life cleaning up Emma's messes while she sailed through medical school on our parents' money, so naturally, I'd refuse. However, this time felt different though. She sounded genuinely desperate and terrified. Against my better judgment, I drove to the crash site. Emma's car was wrapped around a tree on a deserted road. She was hysterical, insisting we had to hurry before someone found us. She said all I had to do was sit in the driver's seat when the police arrived and claim I'd been driving alone. Just this once, she pleaded. I'll make it up to you, I promise. My career can't survive this, but you can bounce back from anything. I was hesitant, but Emma had always been the golden child who got everything, and for once, she needed me to save her. I agreed to switch places, thinking the worst that could happen was a DUI charge. 20 minutes later, police and paramedics arrived. That's when I learned the real truth about Emma's accident. She hadn't just crashed while drunk, she'd hit and killed a motorcyclist before fleeing the scene. The police found motorcycle debris embedded in her front bumper and blood on the hood. Emma had committed vehicular manslaughter and convinced me to take the fall for unaliving someone. I tried to tell the truth, but Emma had already given her statement to the paramedics. She claimed she'd been sleeping at home when I called her drunk and confessed to hitting someone. She said she'd rushed to help me. The evidence was overwhelming against me. My fingerprints were on the steering wheel. I was at the scene, and I had a history of poor decisions that made me the obvious suspect. Emma's story was corroborated by her hospital colleagues who confirmed she'd been on call that night. During the trial, Emma testified against me with tears in her eyes. She talked about how worried she'd always been about my addiction and reckless behavior. She said she'd tried to help me over the years, but couldn't save me from myself. The victim was a 23-year-old father of 2 named Michael. His widow spoke at my sentencing about how I'd destroyed her family and robbed her children of their father. I wanted to scream the truth, but who would believe a convicted felon over a respected doctor? I got 15 years for vehicular manslaughter. Emma visited me once in prison, 6 months into my sentence. Not to apologize or confess, but to scare me so I won't tell anyone anything.
Watch the full story here.